What up, guys? We back at it with another edition of Rover Sports in the film room tonight, and we are looking at the king of Denver, Drew Lock. And what a performance yesterday to go on the road to Houston, Texas, a tough place to play against a playoff quality team, a team that just beat the New England Patriots, and a team in Romeo Crennel that has a lot of talent, and a team that just beat the Patriots like a week earlier. This was just such an impressive game, the way they were even able to finish the game, but in the first half going guns a-blazing. And, of course, Kareem Jackson, I believe, with the huge return for a touchdown. Let's get into Drew Lock, how special he was, and maybe Denver has found their quarterback of the future. What a freaking game and a start. So first play, we'll look at it from the overhead view. I'm sure you guys have watched the highlights. I'll try to add in as much perspective as I possibly know about the game of football. So Drew Lock here going to go play action. Noah Fant goes into the slot. And this is just such an impressive play by Drew Lock. I love the play action because it sucks up all these guys, all these safeties and linebackers, really all those, little defensive players. Then the Broncos, it's really the short side of the field, so it's interesting here. If Cortland was going to do a post from his position and he was going to stem it out and really utilize the entire field, or if you put Deshaun in Cortland's spot, you have this entire part of the field to work with. Imagine, because Deshaun Hamilton has a lot of speed, imagine utilizing this part of the field. This is what Scangarello can even learn for the next week. So this guy right here, what Drew Lock said in the post-game show is that he saw this guy bail on Cortland Sutton. And right here, Cortland was being doubled initially. He still got over that player. So Noah Fant here, let's go back and kind of look at the initial coverage here. So it's a weird coverage because there's only two guys that are on the route. It looks like an inverted cover two, kind of like two deep safeties. It only ends out that like these two guys are the only guys deep. So what Drew Lock sees is because that guy bails, he then sees, Noah going towards him. And the great thing about Noah Fant is that he's fast like a wide receiver, but he also has the size of a tight end. And what Noah does so well, and you can even see it from the other copy, I love how Noah just boxes this guy out like he's a little pillow. Noah Fant just boxes this guy out like he's invisible. And even though this throw, if you throw that to a wide receiver, this ball can even be intercepted. I mean, with this guy coming on here. But the throw is to kind of towards Noah's back shoulder a little bit. So Noah's kind of able to feel it. And Noah just makes an incredible play on this ball. And it's a pretty good throw by Drew, yeah. But Noah, I just love this play. And Noah, what a great story of a kid. What a great story of a guy, kind of overcoming adversity. My computer kind of froze on me. But earlier in the season, this guy, a lot of people were saying that the B word, like this guy's a bust. But this guy is the last thing from a bust. John Elway looked like a genius again yesterday. With Drew Lock and especially Noah. And let's really watch Noah box this guy out. I mean, Noah goes here in motion late. Another good ripple effect from Skangs. And Skangs was a guy earlier in the year, right? Or you're thinking like, oh, gosh, this guy's so conservative. Joe Flacco's calling him out. He's so unimaginative. I love how Skanks came out guns blazing yesterday. I just loved it. It was so aggressive. It was a different Scangarello. Here, Drew knows he's going to get popped. Love the composure from the 6'3 quarterback. Knows he's going to take a shot. And Noah, what an excellent job of the box out. It eliminates the chance for a turnover, assures you get a catch. That's what coaches like to call, instead of 50-50, that's like 90-10. That is ridiculous play from the tight end. What a weapon Noah is turning out to be and could be in the future. So really great play to start off things in Houston. A good omen in Houston, Texas. This play was a wonderful play. Got the juices flowing again on the first series. Second, we got a little 2nd and 7 action. Again, we only got 2 receivers out here on the edge. There's nobody deep, so it's looking like these guys are going to be playing man-to-man. I don't know, it might be a little cover 0 action. Then you get a safety come back, so it is a little bit of cover 1 maybe. I'm not sure. Actually, at this point, since the safety is now hovering deep, you have a lot of guys in front of the line of scrimmage, and if this guy buzzes out to the flat, it's cover 3. If not, it's going to be a little cover 1. He ends up coming in and blitzing. So what Drew does, Drew naturally has a good feel. This is very hard to coach. Drew naturally has a good feel for the blitzing linebacker, naturally starts fading away. And a lot of people, on the TV copy or whatever are like, why is Drew fading away? That's bad footwork. That's a bad habit. Well, first of all, if Drew hangs in the pocket here, he's not going to have the opportunity to extend this play so that I think his name's Anthony Beck can come over here and make a play. He's not going to have the ability for Beck to then come out of here and make this play. But this is Drew. It's a little bit of improvisation, but it lets the play develop. And this is something that Joe Flacco's not able to do. It's something that Eli and Matt Ryan, because they're sitting pocket passers, Phillip Rivers. This is a new age of quarterback, but it's also a special quarterback nonetheless. This is a really special play from Drew Lock with his pocket feel and mobility. He backs away, fading away, but still gaining ground at the same time, fading away, giving himself extra moments of precious moments, and then Drew Lock's able to throw like a little bit off platform. Of course, we then go to black, but let me get out of going to black and show you guys again a little Anthony Beck. Beautiful play from Mr. Drew Lock. Just showing you the Arsenal skill. Perfect angle right here. So this guy comes back. Romeo loves to do that late moving players. You're going to see here back out of this formation, so it's really hard for these linebackers to get a grip. He can either cut in front of him, but instead he decides to go up the sideline. This guy's coming in on the blitz. Drew eyes it, feels the pressure naturally, knows he's got this area. He's like, come on, Becky. Come on, Beck, just come on through. And he does, fading away. A perfect pass in stride, fading away. Watch it again. Fade away jumper from the basketball player himself. Nick Foles, Drew Lock both played basketball. You could kind of tell it on the floor. You could tell it on the football field. Drew Lock has a basketball background. I'll show you another play. Let's go to the touchdown now of Drew Lock. I'll explain to you kind of for you guys that are hoopers out there. I'll explain to you kind of what Drew does on this play that I really like. So Drew Lock right here. I love how Drew's very careful. These guys are going to go inverted again, so you get a little bit of late motion here from the Houston Texans. Look, this guy's all the way down in the box, right? Looks like he's coming to blitz or looks like he's doing something. Drew IDs him because late in the snap, before the snap, he'll go to his spot, turns in the cover 2, right? So what do you have in cover 2? You have middle of the field wide open, which means that you'll be able to stick this throw middle of the field. So Scangarello called probably what is jackpot. This play, this little post down the middle here from Noah Fant is jackpot when the middle of the field's open, when they're playing cover 2 with 2 deep safeties. Drew Lock here, what he does is he just needs this guy to stand right here. And I love how Scangarello made it simple, he had aces, pocket aces all day long. Like all of Skang's calls were pocket aces. This is an easy read for Drew Lock. He just needs to keep that safety here, and so that he could fit the ball into Noah across the middle. He just needs to keep that safety here, which is what Drew identifies. So he holds him with his eyes, which is what you have to do in the pro level. He sees Noah breaking, ready to throw the football, anticipatory throw, throws it up where Noah can get it. Beautiful play, and Noah makes an unbelievable contested catch. And watch Drew Lock's footwork here. Very interesting footwork. This kid is really flexible. His arm angle is ridiculous. Like he can throw it sidearm. He can throw it from any angle. That's like a Mahomesian kind of. He reminds me a little bit of Pat or Aaron Rodgers, how he could throw from different platforms. He has a lot of ability. Not saying he's going to be those guys, right? It's 2 starts in, but you see the making of a quarterback that can play in this league for a really long time. And he studies unlike Paxton Lynch. He has mobility. He has tools to play in this league for a really long time. And that's what's got to excite Broncos fans, that this guy could be the one. And you just pray for good health and continued success. But watch Drew Lock here. You know what I really love after this play is that Drew Lock fades away. Like, you ever shoot a free throw in basketball or a three-point shot, and you're looking to see if the ball's going to go in the hoop? That's what Drew Lock does. Instead of like staying in the pocket or following through, Drew Lock's fading away, saying, is Noah going to get this? Is Noah going to get this? You see Drew Lock a little fade away. It's like I'm shooting a free throw in basketball. I'm fading away. Awesome stuff. Great drive, great TD. Then you get the Kareem Jackson. What an incredible play. What a homecoming for him. So many big hits that he made, and then that fumble return set everything up, right? So here, Drew Lock, you only get a couple of guys on the route. Great job by the Texans player falling off. And once again, the Broncos just did an incredible job of spreading Houston out with this vertical passing game. And if you had like Noah Fant leaking here, which is what they did later, by the way, Noah's right here. If he leaks, oh my goodness, Noah's going to take that thing for 30 yards. But he doesn't leak, and then that guy undercuts the route really well. You could see that. Play action, little over route. Guy does an amazing job of kind of catching up. So good play by the defense there. Good play by the defense. And it's just designed in a tough way to make it happen. I love the risk here. This is the Mario Manningham drop it in the bucket type of throw. Drew Lock here can, again, look at this safety fading over. So Drew takes notice of that so that when Timmy Patrick comes down the sideline, and this is Drew, like you could say, he's fading away, should hang in the pocket, which maybe he should, right? But Drew, this is just his style, this is the way he plays, and in fact, it really helps him because with him getting depth in this pocket, he knows he needs time to uncork this deep ball. And I'll tell you there, Cortland is not open at all versus that zone. Okay, that guy's sitting there in the hole. Nobody is open but this throw. Down, this is a rail shot. This is a ridiculous throw. You can't even see it from the camera angle. He throws this ball 44 yards in the air on a complete this is a dot, this is a dime, this is next level, this is impeccable stuff from Drew Lock. This is absolutely freaking incredible. Drew Lock here, fitting this ball in before the safety comes. Drew Lock, the anticipation, and he barely has a spot to put this. He just drops it in the bucket from 40 yards out. Are you freaking kidding me with this throw? The guys can't even dream of making this throw. Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins. I don't think Kyler can drop this throw in. How many guys on planet Earth can throw this ball, can make this throw? How many? I don't even think Russ Wilson, Drew Brees, hell no. Tom Brady, no. Even Big Ben in his prime. This is a throw, one of the throws of the season. Just take this in. Just this throw in itself. Not that it's Drew Lock making it. Think about it. What guys can do this at any level? What NFL guys can do this? This is fun. Watching this kid play is fun. You'll see things you've never seen before. Again, it's just 2 games, but this just shows that he by far has the talent that can translate. And you saw amazing flashes of it in college. Now, he didn't win at a big-time level. Footwork fading away sometimes got him in trouble, right? And losing at Missouri a little bit. And you know, his personality, he's a happy-go-lucky kind of kid. And you're just like, is he going to get the realms of this franchise? Is he really going to work, dive in, and really play confidently? Because in the preseason, he was still kind of swimming. Everything was happening so fast. And even yesterday, he's just such an honest guy, which is why I love Drew Lock, one of my favorite players. Love the kid. Great family, great kid. Drew Lock was even looking down at his play sheet literally seconds before plays started, which is just awesome. I love it. Because the guy looking down at his play sheet just seconds before it happening, totally vulnerable, totally honest guy, is admitting that this West Coast offense, I mean, it's 15 words. It's really hard for people to understand. But what a plan by Scangarello specifically for that defense. What a throw there to Timmy Patrick. Amazing stuff. Oh, boy. Now look at these guys rotate back into this cover two. Oh, this is just taking candy from a baby at this point for the Texans. I mean, this is just jackpot. Guy goes to his zone right here, a little cover two zone. What do you get in the middle of the field? You can eat these guys alive. We're throwing book out there. It's like Scangarello had all the answers to the test before the test was there. He definitely assisted in making Lock look excellent. And some like that throw right there was just Drew Lock being excellent. But then since that throw happened, you get another opportunity. And there you see Book. D-Book. Welcome, D-Book. Welcome to the party. Drew Lock, 6'3". You know, Kyler Murray, it's tough for the smaller guys to throw down. But Drew having the adequate size, he's able to throw down. Okay, you got to throw down the backs in the NFL. That's part of playing quarterback, is checking it down, but having the ability as a taller guy to throw down to your back. And that's what he does so well. So that's just a good play by Drew Lock and Scangarello. Pocket jacks. Jackpot. This play is just so easy. It makes you wonder why people can't score all the time. He just, and this is just so easy for Drew. It's a one-read sort of deal. I mean, this is easy. Hireman. What are the Texans even running here? I don't think that this is proper defense somehow. No one accounts. I think that safety needs to somehow account for Hireman. That safety needs to come out, sniff out this play earlier, but it's tough for them to do. And they go to the far side of the field, and you just can't get any easier than that. Let's see what kind of coverage. It's tougher because everybody's condensed, so you only have one deep safety kind of. Guys are playing their zones. It's a walk-in touchdown. This guy just the way he was aligned, it's just incredible that they won't be able to get Hireman. The Texans. Maybe if that linebacker came over, but if you're playing zone, it's just tough, and it just was a miscommunication. I don't know what defense that is, in all honesty. It was awful, or Scangarello, again, called pocket aces on that play. And that's what it looked like. What a play to Hireman for a touchdown. Love it, love it, love it. So more really nice plays before the half. Yeah, this is Drew just being on the move. So kind of wrapping up the video here because when it was 31-0, it was a lot of Texans possessing the football, a little prevent defense, but luckily they got the job done, a couple late stops, which they needed. This is Drew just being able to move, throw on the run. Drew's just feeling it. He's a special player, special talent on the run, really a mobile quarterback, a mobile quarterback. The ability to throw from different arm angles, different slots. He contorts his body in ways to make big-time throws. Look at this by Drew as well. And the velocity that the ball just rises, it cuts through the air. And that's what you could see if you watch the guy in person or even at Missouri. Freakish. He could throw the ball like 70 yards. He has freakish ability. And he fell to the second round because he didn't win at a high level. He lost to some of the elite level teams, even though he didn't have elite level talent. Like he had Emmanuel Hall, maybe his best receiver. Jamon Moore, I think, and then he also had was it Alberto? Alberto's a really good tight end. He's going to go to the league. I love how he protects the receiver right there. And Drew, solid throw. And yeah, just guys, Haskins certainly put up bigger numbers. Daniel Jones, a little bit taller. Daniel Jones just, again, maybe more prototypical footwork, coaching ability. And Drew Lock, his personality is just perfect for Denver. Chill guy, really mellow, but also has so much fun with the teammates and also has the competitive streak in him where he just doesn't want to give up the starting quarterback role. And at Missouri, he said, like after I got the starting quarterback job, I'm supposed to be the guy here for 4 years. I don't want anybody else taking a snap at Missouri when I'm here. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to be starting quarterback. And the guy was just born to play. His dad also an athlete, Andy Locke, offensive lineman, and Drew, perfect play. Love it. I gotta show you guys one more Noah Fant play, which they took advantage of the sagging linebackers of the Houston Texans. Yeah, so here's the play to Noah. All right. And they started to run the ball. So Mike Munchak, finally they're starting to run the football. I love this play. Probably get some vertical stems. You do. Middle of the field parts like the Red Sea for Noah. So Scangarello, what a brilliant job. He is definitely the credit. We'll see how Drew does in Arrowhead next week. Big time spread on the game. It's like 11. But this you see flat. This you see this guy can play. This guy has ability. This guy can keep you in games. He can win games at this level. This guy's skill can translate. And that's what I really wanted to see. So now it's about consistency. It's also about riding with the highs and the lows. It's about continuing to learn all the time. This is going to be your guy. He's a second-round pick. You're not paying him a ton of money. With the defense now, this guy has the ability to be a game changer at the quarterback position. It's what Denver fans want. I love the kid, Drew Lock. Great kid. I saw him since the draft. He was inconsistent at college, but the highs are the highest of the highs. And I wasn't sure he was going to be consistent. I didn't say that Drew Lock was at first I was all in, but then he'd play some games where his team would lose by 14 or 21. And I was like, dang, Kyler might be better than this kid. So I should have just stayed on the Lock train probably the entire time. And could Drew Lock have worked in New York with all the dysfunction, an impatient Northeastern fan base, a really tough crowd? That's something that, dang, we'll really never know. Could Drew Lock have really panned out with the Giants? But I think that out in Denver, I just think that the plan that they also had in place with John Elway, kind of letting him sit, it really benefited him. So what a special debut, and certainly worth the film review. Congratulations, Bronco fans, on the win. And congratulations, Drew Lock. What a performance. So much fun.